All right, guys. This is Kev. This is Black Men Being Brutally Honest, and just coming to you live again. I ran across this story because I always I read through social media comments, and this one right here is causing a little craziness. Tory Lanez. I can't name a Tory Lanez song for you to save my life right now. I'm one of them. I'm one of them older guys. I mean, he that's young people music. But after seeing what he said, I do co-sign to this. I'm the kind of guy that's going to tell anybody who's in 2019, the age of social justice, feminism, equality, that yes, this man right here has a very defined, strong point, and I do agree with it. So just listen to what he has to say real quick. Let me turn this music off. Yeah. So let listen to what Mr. Lanes has to say. This is via the Shade Room on Instagram.
When it comes to women, it's like I have this line with women when they're like, "Yo, can you buy me this?" Shorty, I thought you was up. You can't buy yourself that? If you can't buy yourself that, you can't in my tax bracket.
Man,
Joe
where are
Budden is
these
funny.
women?
Period. If you can't buy yourself a Gucci bag, you can't in my tax bracket if that's what we're talking about.
Oh, I'm scared.
But
to
luckily,
ask them
I'm a
what they
down
do
to
for a
earth.
living.
That's the thing. I'm a down to earth. If you come on some, I don't give a Gucci bag. I'm not gonna ask you for that. I'm not gonna try you like that. But if you have the nerve to try me like I'm a trick and say, "Yo, give me this bag," I'm gonna ask you, shorty, do you not have enough money to buy that bag? And if you don't with me.
Well, I mean, yeah, he's correct. And for those of you listening, if you haven't, go below this screen, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and shit, even hit the dislike if you don't like what I got to say. I mean, dislikes help too. So whatever. But I mean, what did he say that it was wrong? He's saying if you got the nerve to try me like a trick, like how many times do you hear women say that men he shouldn't try this with me and he shouldn't try that with me? I mean, Tory Lanez is not stupid. Okay, he's a public figure. I mean, all this stuff happening with these celebrity guys and getting in trouble with these women, I don't blame this guy because there's an expectancy. There's an expectancy when I would say sex is brought up and sex is sex becomes an issue because it's like you got a bunch of women. It's like okay, just because they can wear a tight dress, they have beautiful hair, cute faces, nice boobs, thick legs, nice butts. Yeah, that's what I see when I type in beautiful women when I in a search engine. I see a bunch of women that archetype with nice booties, like they just woo. Ah. But it's like with those archetypes, got come at Tory Lanez all the time with that expectation. Okay, if I fucks with you, you're gonna take me on a shopping spree. That's called a groupie. Whether you want to deny the existence of groupie or not. But speaking of denying existence, I wanted to pull up an article that proceed, just to get a perception and tell you whether I agree with it or disagree with it. And yes, this is Madame Noir. You can tell about a little big hair shea butter feminist in the little ad up on top of the screen. I hate when they do this because I be trying to show the title of the article. Okay, here you go. And it says, and I quote, "You can't fuck with my tax bracket." Tory Lanez says women shouldn't ask for gifts they can't afford themselves. I mean, what's wrong with saying that? For real. If you live in the age of equality, what it looks like for a man to walk up to a woman, let me say a woman who is a lawyer, and say, "Hey, girl, can you pay my car note this month?" Now, some of you out there saying that, "Oh, we be doing that anyway." Hell, I mean, that's on you. Just like it's on the guy that takes all these little groupies on shopping sprees just because they got a little slurp slurp. I mean, it's on them too. But Tory Lanez said, "I'm not having it. Y'all ain't real when y'all step out here." I mean, shit. He know women coming after him for fame. Okay, so let's see what Madame Noir. Yes, Madame Noir, Madame Noir. Yeah, anybody that reads these articles knows that Madame Noir is a feminist publication. That has a lot of shea butter. I know that some Tariq says, but hey, you know what? It's funny. Sorry, guy. I mean, Alphabet came from Lucas, so whatever. Uh, rapper, singer, and songwriter Tory Lanez recently sat down with Joe Budden. Yeah, Joe Budden. That's funny guy. To discuss a few very interesting things. He shared that he had his hairline restored in what appeared to be a very natural way. Oh boy, yeah, you might get dragged for that one. But he also spoke about dating rules he employs. As I felt it would be, as I felt it would be that one be one that would generate a lot of good dialogue. Lane shared that he doesn't like women asking him to buy things they can't afford themselves. Then they showed, oh, they quote, I don't need to read this because you just saw him say it. You know, Gucci bag, you can't fuck my tax bracket, blah blah blah. The nerve of her. Okay, and then you can tell that a woman wrote this. I'll go back to the author's name. She says, "Interesting. I feel a few ways about this. Of course you do, because women are being criticized. And whenever women are being put under any kind of scrutiny, there's always going to be resistance from guess who? Women. Even though he may not personally be talking about you. The only way you could be offended if you're a groupie or you think that, men are just supposed to financially support you. Because what I see with a lot of women out here these days is all of them finding the ways to not do stuff for you, especially if you're a black man. And I mean, like that mean maybe not in my case that women are doing this to me, but but the evidence is all over social media, including this platform too, YouTube. She said, personally, I don't know any women who ask men for lavish gifts. That's what they do. That's what they do. That's how they do these comment sections. That's how they do these videos. Well, I don't know. Or, or they use themselves as an example. Oh, I don't do that. But it seems like this. Every time a man says he's going to keep something from a woman, women get all up in arms about the shit. But then got the nerve to call dudes bums. She said, I don't know any groupies, but you don't deny their existence. That is a different type of lifestyle. Groupies spend countless hours doing hair, applying makeup, and styling outfits that will hopefully attract a certain type of man. And more, I mean, okay, she don't know any groupies, but they know all. See, that's the logic I'm talking about. You don't know any groupies. I mean, I've actually met a groupie. Like, saddest thing I've ever seen. I mean, yeah, she had that butt, but it's just head empty. It's like a pea. It's like a pea pod when you empty the peas out, and this what's left, nothing. That's their mentalities. Um, and perhaps women who have invested this much on the front end want to see a return in the form of paid bills, vacations, or at least a luxury bag. On the other side, rappers dedicate so much studio time to discussing their money and the experiences it can afford them that it shouldn't really surprise them that the women they date want some of it. Many of them aren't in long term committed relationships. Oftentimes, the women they meet are groupies, and groupies have become accustomed and expect a certain lifestyle. Rappers know this. They're the ones who write songs about it. It's an understood arrangement. What understood arrangement is the fact that the man literally said, um, like, like, it's kind of like it's cool if you his girl. Okay, if you the man girl, if you my girl, I'm gonna look out for you. I'm married, so I look out for her. But it's like if it's your girl, if it's your lady, if it's the one that you're giving your life to, that's cool. But they ain't no random groupie. This is basically saying, hey, you know what? If they give up the skins, they should get something in return for it. And she kind of says this, and she said because she says women who have invested this much on the front end want to see a return. What return? That's something they're doing for themselves. Ain't no return on that. In the form of paid bills, vacation, or at least a luxury bag. They are right about that. On the other side, rappers dedicate so much studio time to discussing their money and their experiences. And guess what? When they shoot the video, who's right there? Nice toned women with a certain archetype, certain height, certain build, certain breast size. certain butt size, they're right there. It's an understood arrangement. An arrangement of what? Okay, okay, Tory Lanez, public figure. He's gonna have women coming at him left and right. So what you're saying is those women arrange to hunt these men down and offer them sex so they can get a return in the form, okay, right here. Let me highlight it. So, so to stalk them down, to be knocking at their hotel doors, trying to get past security, trying to get backstage, go through go-betweens of the friends who know the friends of these guys. They put up all that effort on their own. Nobody's deciding this for them. To see a return in the form of paid bills, vacations, or at least a luxury bag. See, I don't know. As a man, I don't understand the luxury bag thing. I don't look at a purse when I see a woman. I'm like, God damn, that purse jumping. Like, no, I don't. No, I don't do that. No, I don't do that. Say I was in the dating market, like I will be looking at basically how she looks and what her mannerisms are, because let's not play like physical attraction doesn't ever play into any of that. The women that do this are very physically attractive. I mean, let's not play about that. And it's all in what you find attractive. What I find attractive ain't what the next man find attractive. But here she goes in the form of return of paid bills, vacations, or at least a luxury bag. On the other side, rappers dedicate so much studio time to discussing their money and the experiences it can afford them that it shouldn't really be surprised to them that the women they date want some of it. Okay, but we got this whole narrative that these women putting out there. You mean I always be complaining about gold diggers? What I should have did research myself is how did that get in? How did he get into that? Was it a question or what? Or was he was discussing date? Well, he was discussing dating because when publications like this want to, when they hear interviews like that, they want to hear how great they are as women. Oh, women are great. Oh my God, the black woman is God. In those cases, yeah, yeah. I mean, they're just out of sight. They work so hard and they go through this and persevere that. No, Tory Lanez said, "Look, don't be asking me for shit. Get a job." And like I said, I co-signed to that logic. So applause to Mr. Lanez. Can't fuck with my tax bracket. Mm-mm. 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 So for okay, as an outro to this video, let's hear this one more time.
When it comes to women, it's like I have this line with women when they're like, "Yo, can you buy me this?" Shorty, I thought you was up. You can't buy yourself that?
Get a
If you can't
job.
buy yourself that, you can't in my tax
Oh
bracket.
man, where are these women?
Period. If you can't buy yourself a Gucci bag, you can't in my tax bracket if that's what we're talking about.
Oh, I'm scared
But
to
luckily,
ask them
I'm a
what they
down
do
to
for a
earth.
living.
That's the thing. I'm a down to earth. If you come on some, I don't give a Gucci bag. I'm not gonna ask you for that. I'm not gonna try you like that. But if you have the nerve to try me like I'm a trick and say, "Yo, give me this bag," I'm gonna ask you, shorty, do you not have enough money to buy that bag? And if you don't with me.
Yeah, think about that. You out with somebody, you out on a date. Oh, let's go to the mall. Okay. She window shopping. Oh, I sure want that bag right there. You buy that bag for me? It's like I barely know you. It's like the first date. I've actually had that happen to me. No, I don't do well with I didn't do well with entitled women. I just didn't. I mean, it's like they went to the next man. I mean, you see them years later. They look like Dunkin' Donuts is their favorite spot to hang out at. That's usually what happens. So dodge the bullet. And that's what Tory Lanez is doing right now, dodging the bullet, because there's too much shit going on out here. Like these dudes be getting caught up with these females, and you know what? A lot of that comes from sex for personal favors such as paid bills, vacations, and shopping sprees, because they get dressed up for that. You know what we call that? We call them hoes. Sex for sex, dick for pussy. That's how that's supposed to work. That's why y'all be having all these relationship problems out here. Because you know there are people that are actually mad at Tory Lanez for saying that. Let that man do what he wants to with his money. Shit. Like when I was mad about Dr. Dre giving money to USC to like the tune of like University of Southern California, it was like to the tune of like 40-50 million dollars. And then like I didn't get mad. I was just wondering why nobody like he didn't go to an HBCU like that. That school didn't need that money. Same folks. Let that man do what he wants to with his money. So hey, Tory Lanez has earned the same thing. Sorry guys, deal with it. That was a black man being brutally honest. Thank you, Tory Lanez. Thank you. Black men being brutally honest, co-sign to that logic. Get a job. If you want to obtain the things that if you want to obtain nice and pretty things, here's the one thing that you have to do. Get a job. If you want your bills paid, if you want a vacation, you want a shopping spree, a luxury bag, get a job. But of course, if you do that, you're gonna like if you when you go on that vacation, yeah. That's another video. Girls, we on vacation with just us. Yay, we are just. No, I'm just no, because see, people start saying I'm hating. But this is brutal honesty, y'all. All right, guys, I'm done with this for now. Hopefully. All right. In Kev we trust. Goodbye.